What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant, and you're watching Urban Nerd, this channel where I give my nerd views on today's nerd news. Well, today's nerd news is gonna involve a little bit of Star Wars news, a little bit of Marvel news, and a little bit of DC news. So I'm gonna just get started with it. Oh yeah, and happy Monday. Well, I'm gonna start off with the box office because that's what I like to do the first day of the first video I do after the weekend's over. I'm gonna start off with the box office, and in first place, number one, we got Jumanji with $33 million making over the weekend with a total domestic collective of $244 million, which is great because that's just domestic. Worldwide, it's up there. Jumanji, I've watched it. It's a really good movie. You know what? Like I said, I'm gonna probably put in a little notation right there, my review for it. So check it out. It's pretty good. I liked it, and I think it's a nice little sequel to the original. Next, in second place, we've got Insidious, The Last Key, which I really hope this is The Last Key because Insidious movies, they've not been getting much better. I believe this is the fourth one. It made $29.26 million, which is not too bad for a horror flick. Believe it or not, that really isn't that bad. Especially for the first weekend. There's movies that come out and they barely break even 10 million. But Insidious, it's got its fans. I watch it. I do like scary, spooky films. I'm not so much of the slasher, the gore, and all that. I'm more of the thriller, kind of scary ghost. I love watching, one of my favorite shows that I watch repeatedly is Paranormal Witness. Paranormal Witness is a sci-fi show that talks basically about, sorry, I keep looking over it like it's on right now. But Paranormal Witness pretty much is a show that's, people tell their real life events and then they react it. Sort of like a true crimes kind of thing, where people just reenact what went down. And it's very spooky, and I like it. So if you guys want to check something out that's really spooky, a nice series, it's got about 5 or 6 seasons, check out Paranormal Witness from Syfy. But Insidious, like I said, it's okay. It's a fourth one. It made its money, and good on it. Third place, we've got Star Wars, The Last Jedi, which I did watch. I'm still trying to decide on whether I do a review of it because it's been so many weeks. I don't know if it's really going to get that much views. Just like everyone's done a review of it. So maybe down the road, if people want to know what I thought about it, I'll give a little bit more in depth. But for now, I'm going to just hold off on that. But it made $23.5 million, which is great. It's already, I already did a story how before New Year's hit, it already joined the billion dollar Mile High Club. Just a couple hours right before it turned 2018. So good on that. But they made $23.5 million. So I'm thinking this thing's probably going to end out with $1.6 billion by the time it's over. We've still got fourth place. We got The Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman playing Barnum, the Ringling Circus, and it made $13.8 million. That's pretty good. Not too sure, but it's been out already. I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's actually one of the musicals I've actually looked like I want to watch it. Maybe because of Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, but other than that, I think the song, the trailer, it looked really good, and I want to see it. If you guys want to see it, like I said, comment down below. And then in fifth place, we've got Pitch Perfect 3 with $10.2 million with a domestic total of $85 million. I don't plan on watching Pitch Perfect. I haven't seen any of the Pitch Perfects. I hear they're pretty good, but I don't know personally anyone that's watched them other than maybe some females, so I don't know. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe it is for me. I don't want to try and say that I can't watch a film with females because I loved Girls Trip, and Girls Trip was an awesome film. But that's pretty much it for the box office. Next, I'm going to go into some news, some Star news. Donald Glover basically says that Ron Howard taking over for Lord & Miller didn't do nothing. He was at a convention. He was at a panel for season 2 of Atlanta for the Television Critics Association. And pretty much after it, he talked to reporters. And while talking to reporters, reported from, Slash Films, they stated that he said that when Ron Howard took over, he didn't have to re-record anything else. Pretty much the things that he did, it was already set. what he did, they didn't have to reshoot that stuff. So I don't know. Like they say, presumably that Ron Howard had to reshoot about 70% of the solo Star Wars story movie, and I mean, you would think that they would have him do something over, but apparently he says he didn't have to do nothing, so he doesn't know how much. But he could be just playing coy and not saying anything, because when you're in under Disney, you don't say nothing. It's like snitches get stitches. That's pretty much how it is with DC. Well, no, not with DC. DC, they just blab, yo. Everyone be dead in there. But it's pretty much with Marvel. Marvel, yo, snitches get stitches. Whether you're with the Disney part, whether you're with the Pixar part, whether you're with the Marvel part, the Star Wars part, you don't say nothing. Nothing. So, as far as him saying he didn't have to reshoot anything, I don't know. I'm going to have to use my little button here. So I'm going to see what it says this time.
Bullshit level, DEFCON 5.
Maybe not DEFCON 5, but...
Oh, come on now. That ain't even bullshit. That's horse shit.
Okay, maybe it's that one. But from what I can see, I don't know if I believe him. I really do think he probably had to shoot something over. Because, really, all those months they didn't have you to do nothing over. But hey, we'll see with that. Next, we've got Drew Goddard still moving forward with X-Force feature film. And if you don't know who Drew Goddard is, he's pretty much a director / screenwriter / producer, and he's worked on a bunch of films that you guys would know. Most notably, The Martian, Cloverfield, World War Z, Cabin in the Woods, and even a Daredevil series on Netflix. So he's been part of a lot of good things, and he wants to move forward with the X-Force, which people wouldn't be too sure because of the whole Disney buying Fox deal. And the Fox is still pumping out the movies. They're still doing the Deadpool 2. Don't know if they're going to get out of Deadpool 3. X-Force is one of those things in a line because they were trying to pretty much reboot their whole X-Men Force kind of thing. So they were probably going to do their own different kind of X-Force. X-Men with X-Force and Deadpool maybe in it. So I don't know how they're going to move forward with that. I don't know if they're still going to move forward with that. But this guy wants to move forward with that. And I really think he should, because I want to see an X-Force. I don't necessarily... it doesn't necessarily, to me, have to be in the Marvel Universe. I just want to see it because this is a really good story. And really good characters in the X-Force. But as far as that, that's all I could say about that. Next we got Bryan Singer. He was... the executive producer credits was removed from Legion season 2 and maybe from Gifted, because apparently he's helped produce the Gifted, and it's all because of the allegations of sexual harassment, and I think Bryan Singer is the one that's homosexual or something like that. So I don't know as far as what's gonna go down with that. Sort of like, I don't know if it's as bad as a Kevin Spacey kind of deal, but it's a lot of stuff going down, and he's pretty much getting blacklisted from a bunch of stuff. So as far as him being credits, I don't know, don't really care, but it's something that happened in the comic book world. Next we've got The Punisher season 2 might start shooting at the end of the year, and it might take place in New York. So that's one thing to look forward to. I loved first season of Punisher. If you want to check out what I thought of that, check out right here. I'm gonna put another notation. And yeah, I definitely want to see where Frank Castle goes forward with this, because he had a lot of stuff going on for him in the first season, and then at the end he realized that what is the Punisher but without a war? So he's pretty much just going on living without microchip or whatever, and on his own just trying to solve things. Last we've got the director of Ghost Rider. The director of Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, says that the guy's name is Brian Taylor, or he says that he's bored with the Marvel movies, which I don't know if you can talk, bro, when you directed Spirit of Vengeance, where Nicolas Cage is pissing flames all over like a crazy maniac. The movie was not that good. So if you've directed a movie that really wasn't that good, I wouldn't be throwing stones in a glass house. That's a saying they say. You know what I'm saying? Don't try and knock on other people's grind when your grind ain't as good as their grind. So as far as Marvel movies, I love them. And not everyone is the best. There's definitely some I don't like. I don't think Marvel does perfect every time. They don't. Some of the things are formulaic, yes, but you do love their characters, you do love the story for the most part. I do find holes in some different things, especially Civil War. Civil War, oh my god, it just blew my mind how many plot holes there were in it. But I still enjoyed the movie, and it was a lot of good action, so I give it that. So that's pretty much as far as I have to say about that. I'm not going to go into what else he has to say because it's irrelevant and doesn't matter because he ain't with Marvel. He wishes he was with Marvel. That's probably why he's hating on them. Whenever you ain't with the winners, you going to be hating. That's what I do. I hate too because I wish I was making that money. So that's pretty much it for today's Nerd News. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like and comment down below. Anything you want to talk to me about, just ask me question. Yeah, as soon as you write, I write back to you. That's how I am with this YouTube thing. So remember to subscribe. Check out the last Nerd News video. Check out the playlist of the Nerd News video. And remember, I'm Wes Grant. You've been watching Urban Nerd, and you've just been nerdified. See you guys tomorrow.